Test.
Test.
goes on. I'm done praying for you. As this mic on, have to break the silence, 'cause words are stronger than all alliance. I let you kiss me if you say you miss me. I just wanna feel alive. So suck it up if you can't ignore me. I live alive. You should record this. Look at me flying, so satisfying. See you bluffing when you act like nothing. You know better, babe. You know better, babe. You know better. Why you letting down everyone around you? Now something's gotta change. Something's gotta change. You know better.
Good morning. I'm jumping into FRC here for a bounce. First trade of my day. And there's a profitable first trade. Not too bad. I'm in this off of the EMAs. My second trade of the day. I'm going to add to it. Selling it there, not bad. Up $38 already, getting close to my daily goal. FRC. That was a 1 minute setup off of the EMAs here. It was a higher low and higher high setup. I was anticipating a higher high by getting in down here. I was prepared to add if it drops back to 1535 at this point, but it didn't do it. And I got my move I wanted. Now we're back testing the volume weighted average price, but I'm not going to trade that. Because at this point, I'm just looking for, anticipating that we may only see a lower high on the 5-minute time frame. Because we dropped to a lower low. See you soon.
that. You know better, babe. You know better, babe. You know better. Why you letting down everyone around you? Now something's gotta change. Something's gotta change. You know.
So I bought it again here. I was in it too high. I'm just going to get back out. I tried to get in it down here, but it broke out just before I hit the buy button. So I'd rather just stay out of it for now, just in case it pulls back from here. So we got our 15-minute. That was a lower high. I'm sorry, 5-minute, and then we pulled back and we put in a higher low. It wasn't much of a higher low. Bulls really bought that dip. Yeah, well, okay. So I'm wondering if I buy a dip on this. It's not so much a dip that I'm buying, and I'm kind of in where I was before, but let's see what kind of a breakout we might get here. I'm looking at the 5-minute time frame. I am watching the volume weighted average price. I'm watching how the price trades at the volume weighted average price here. There is our break. We'll see what kind of follow through we get here. And I'm going to sell it there. So I gave back a little initially, and then I got back in. Anytime we get a new 5-minute candle, I tend to want to step back for a little bit and wait and see what happens. So that's kind of what I did. I got out for that new 5-minute candle, then I got back in when it looked strong. I am almost at my daily goal. I'm going to take a break for now. I'll come back later.
goes on. I'm done praying for you. As this mic on, have to break the silence, 'cause words are stronger than all alliance. I let you kiss me if you say you miss me. I just wanna feel alive. So suck it up. If you can't ignore me, I live alive. You should record this. Look at me flying, so satisfying. See you bluffing when you act like nothing. You know better, babe. You know better, babe. You know better. Why you letting down everyone around you? Now something's gotta change. Something's gotta change.
In a little bit high here, but I'm trying to see if we get a move above 1620. And there we go. I am at my daily goal. That's how we do it. that was looking strong. Small profit. So I'm scouting a 5-minute higher low, and this was a good place to actually hold on to that trade. It is showing some strength. I'm going to go ahead and get back in it right there. And I'm going to sell it there. I think it's probably going to continue higher. Resistance is at 1652. There will be a new hourly candle in a minute and a half, so keep that in mind. As we approach the high. I would say a likely scenario here is that we form, that this becomes a 15-minute lower high, and we look for a pullback to form a higher low on the 15-minute, so that that next hourly candle consolidates a little in the way of a 15-minute consolidation before breaking out higher above 1680, if it is going to get above 1680, which at this point it looks good for that move. Personally, I would like to see it pull back first before we break through 1680. So I'll be watching the smaller time frames for trend changes to see if the 15-minute is going to consolidate. And if it isn't, then it doesn't. It either will or it won't. All I can do is say, hey, this is the most likely thing to happen, but it may or may not be the case. Okay, so there is our new hourly candle. Me personally, I would expect this to pull back, but like I said, nobody knows. There's a pivot at 1586. The EMA is right there. $16 is right above it. So you have a few support levels right there. If we lose the 5-minute uptrend, then we can expect a little more consolidation on the hourly. On that 15-minute time frame, if we lose the low of the last candle, which is 1611, we will also at the same time lose the 5-minute uptrend. So bulls want to hold 1611 to keep this 5-minute uptrend intact. I'm a bull, and I would actually rather lose the 5-minute uptrend, like I said, and consolidate on the 15 for a bit. Give us a little bit of breathing room here before we make that next run. There we go. Nice pullback on the 1 minute. We might see a double bottom here at 1611 and a little bounce. Note the volume on the 1 minute time frame. It's fairly strong for the bears. And there's the break. That's us losing the 5 minute uptrend, and now we have 15-minute consolidation underway. So I'm getting my wish. I'm going to get rid of that line. So now we're scouting a higher low on the 15-minute time frame. So for that, once again, I'd be watching the smaller time frames for trend changes back to the bulls. Right now we have a 1 minute downtrend. We have a 5 minute downtrend. 5 minute lower high, lower low is the definition of a downtrend. And a 1 minute lower high and lower low. We'll see if we bounce off of 1586 here. The volume weighted average price is right below it at 1575. So there was also a pivot there. So I'm buying off of that support level. Let's see if we bounce from it. And I'm going to sell it there for that bounce. So we'll keep an eye on that 1586 level and see how the price trades around that level. Maybe we get, I'm looking for some kind of sign that our 15-minute higher low is set. And first thing I'd be looking for is a maybe an equilibrium on the 1 minute, or, you know, a trend change. Right now we have lots of bear volume on the 1 minute. And we have that big red candle on the 5 minute with some pretty good volume behind that. The 1 minute time frame, we had a bear break, bull break set up, and I was thinking about getting into it. When it was down here, I was thinking if that's a bull break, I might end up jumping in it, but I didn't. I just see that we were coming up close to $16 and I wasn't sure. And it's getting close to me having to start the actual show here. So Hey, welcome back. It's Monday morning. And I hope you had a great weekend. I had a great weekend. But I'm really glad to be back here in the trading chair, ready to trade again. I've already traded this morning. And I've made my daily goal and a little bit more. So for the first time this morning, here's the high of day momentum scanner. This is the first time this morning I've seen anything hit this. CCL. Let's take a look at it. And I don't really see anything special about that. What happened here? So big wicks on that candle on the 5-minute time frame. So this thing broke down, and now is right back where it started. I don't know what happened. There must have been like some kind of news. Some kind of quarterly thing. Okay, so I've traded FRC this morning and did pretty good on it. Let's go take a look at that. So you can see I'm up $62.25 on FRC. I've had several green trades, one red trade, and I've missed a few opportunities on it because I was playing conservative, but that's okay. You know, I'm up on the stock, so I'm not too worried about that. I always figure it's not such a terrible mistake to leave money on the table. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's worse to actually give back profits. So all right, so we have a little over 5 minutes to go until the market opens. And we could take a look here at my progress just real quick, just kind of recap last week and Friday. Had a couple of red days last week and ended Friday with hitting my daily goal. The one day last week I had that really bad red day where I was up pretty good, on the day, and then got kind of crazy and did some stupid things and gave it all back and went red. But luckily I was up before that happened, so had to kind of go back and revisit a few things to get my head on straight. had a little bit of a weird day that day. So looking pretty good right now. If I were to stop trading, I'm in great shape. I'm in phase 2, which is this one here, and this is day 10, so that means I'm halfway through phase 2 in 10 days, which is pretty awesome. It took me 20 days to get halfway through phase 1. So this means my progress, my trading is getting better as we go along. So that's awesome. That's really awesome. And I can tell that by my daily 7-day average here. As this goes up, this is an indication that my trading is getting better, that I'm becoming better as a trader. I'm making more money every day, bigger percentage moves. So FRC is hitting the scan. So let's go look at the charts now. Wow, incredible move. Right up to 1680. So we said earlier, if you were watching the pre-market show, pull up the larger time frames, kind of get everything to load here. Earlier I said that I would rather see a 15-minute higher low before we break 1680, and this is when we were coming up to here. We were up here. I was like, I'd rather see us pull back, and then we did. And then I marked out this pivot level right here, and we bounced right off of that. I took a trade off of that pivot level, but I didn't hold very long. And you can see that pivot a little better on the 5-minute time frame right here. You can see. So we pulled right back to that. That was our 15-minute higher low. And now we're getting our 15-minute higher high. So we want to see that break through 1680. If we reject off of 1680, then it could be just a little tiny lower high for the hourly, but we're basically looking for a higher low and a higher high on the hourly time frame. So looking for that continuation. That was a beautiful bounce off of that 1586 level. That's pretty amazing. That would have definitely been pretty cool if I'd held that. All right, so that's what we're looking for continuation through 1680. And I'll get back to the smaller time frames here. So, okay, So just looking for a 1 minute higher low and higher high. We have a new 5-minute candle there. Perfectly healthy. Well, we have some other things hitting the scanner. PYXS. Let's take a look at that. Oh, that looks good. Okay, because I wasn't too happy with the stocks that I have up here. I'll tell you what, I'm going to move BXRX over to my other screen. And the one that's popping up right now is PYXS. I don't see any news on it, but that's okay. PYXS, it's got a good price. It's got a good float. Well, strike that. The float's okay. 181 million in the float. 20 million shares of volume traded. I'm looking at FRC, never mind. No, it's got a good float. 20 million in the float. 19.8, but so that's pretty good. 1 million shares traded already this morning. What's the daily? What are we trading at? Right around $3. So it's a pretty good gap up open here. Actually, I want to grab some blue lines for this, and we have a resistance up here at 311. So a little bit of resistance overhead. You never know. So we're up against the 200 moving average. Well, no, actually we're above it. So that's good too. That's a good sign. Wow, incredible move. I'm buying it there at $3. We'll see if I get a little bit of a move on this. And I'll just sell it. Oh, return to order. Why won't it let me sell it? What is going on with this? It won't let me sell. It's throwing up an error. So now I don't know. All right, try it again. There we go. Finally sold, but I only made $1.58 on it. Okay. So I'm going to go back to over here. So that was a quick pre-market trade. I don't usually do that, but the bell's about to ring. So blasting right through all of those daily levels. So now we have a pre-market high of 330, and the market is about to open. So that's it for pre-market. So now here we go. The bell is about to ring. Good luck in your trading today. Thanks for joining me here at EVA Trades, and let's try to make some money today. Here we go. It's go time. If I try to buy this, will it let me? Oh, it will. Oh, wow. Okay, that was painful, somewhat. Well, it So UBX just got halted. So my stop loss was too tight on that. Okay, well, I've given back all my profit. I was trying to hold, and it didn't work for me. So I first took a big loss on PYXS because my stop loss was too tight, and then tried FRC for continuation here. Nope. Back out of that. Yeah, so I'm trying to get in here on PYXS. I'm in one time. I'm gonna try to add again at this daily level. Right about there, I'm adding. So I'm in that twice. And I will say, if I take a loss here on PYXS on these two orders, I'm risking 40. And if I take a loss on them, I'm going to end up stopping for the day. Actually moving my stop losses up. I'm going to sell half of my position there and put a stop loss in for the other part. And I might get stopped out again here on FRC. Just sell that while I can. I'm going to sell that there. And the reason I sold that is because I was down 30 bucks on the day and now I'm back to green. So I turned a bad situation back into a somewhat mediocre situation. So now I have new life. Yeah, FRC, pretty good rejection off of 1680. We do have a support down at 1508. Don't put that there. I'm talking to myself. See if we can break through 3. It's really struggling, isn't it? Usually if it struggles that much, it's probably going to come back down. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Well, after that consolidation, I guess I will try it again. Risking 13. I'm going to just go ahead and sell PYXS. I'm going to sell half of FRC. Nice bounce off of 1508. Selling that, selling that. Yeah. It's been a struggle. So FRC is trending below the EMAs and below the VWAP, so I don't think I want to buy that anymore right now. We might be looking for a reversal off of this double bottom, but I'm not sure. My reason for that trade was because of that support at 1508. PYXS, I seem to be having troubles trading it. Could bounce off the volume weighted average price here. I'll give it another shot. But I want my stop loss to be pretty tight on this. Something just got halted. UBX. I haven't even looked at it yet. It's the second time today I've seen it get halted. Yeah, I'm just going to get out of that one. So I'm going to end my day right there because I feel like if I keep trading, I'm going to end up giving back more profit. So I did great pre-market, but then I came in swinging after the bell rang, and I immediately took some losses and was able to claw my way back out of the hole. I'm going to finish up as a green day. I feel like there's probably a lot more opportunity, but I can tell that I'm going to have to stop, and I'll come back tomorrow and we'll hit it again. So what I want to do is just open up my spreadsheet and enter in my profit for the day. I'm up 14.18 on the day, and that's good. Any day you can walk away green, that's a good day. $27th. I mean, it's disappointing that I was at my daily goal and now I'm not, but you know, that's okay. So I didn't quite get to that halfway point of phase one. I'm sorry, of phase two. I'm $12 away from it, but that's all right. So I was never red on the day. Oh yeah, no, I was red on the day. Never mind, I was low. So off of my lows, so I was at 944 was my low of the day, and my high of the day I was up 50 to 50. Was it 50, 60? I was up $60 at one point. So I was up 1,044, we'll say. Oops, wrong one. At my high. And so that's what the candle looks like now, kind of almost like a doge candle almost. So there we go. Now here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a look at the charts again, and this is always tricky for me because as soon as I look at them, I'm going to see something I want to trade. So I have to say, nope, no trading, no trading. See right here, this is something I would want to trade right here. I think this looks good. I haven't traded COEP yet, and look at the light volumes. So for a cheap stock like that, no, that's not good. This kind of almost looks good for a bounce, but we are trending below the VWAP and below these EMAs. This one, yeah, this kind of looks good too. But then at the same time, we have this 5-minute red candle with higher red volume. I don't know. And this thing has been really struggling to break through highs. It just keeps meeting a bunch of resistance. So yeah, no, nothing looks too good to me there. So that is going to do it for me. That's the end of my day. I hope your day has gone well. And if you've gotten any useful tidbits out of this, good for you. Have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you back here tomorrow morning. Goodbye.